Aunty Kemi in the morgue. Reactions as photos of Sylvester's autopsy results reveals what killed him. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. An autopsy report of late 12-year-old student of D1SGRACE College, Lagos, Sylvester's, has been made public. The autopsy revealed that Sylvester died from acute lung injury and from chemical intoxication in the background of blunt force. You see, that's why I used to say, if you don't know what to say, or if you are seeming like this thing, you are not sure of it. It is not be everything when you see you go talk. Imagine Aunty Kemi coming outside to say that this little boy was actually in support of the beatings he received, and he actually was initiated by they give him engine abuse, whatever she said that time, that made Aunty Ademe, that Nollywood actress, to say a lot of things that made Aunty Ademe that time, that told her that she that she's going to beat her up. Because how would somebody in her right frame of mind, you talk against somebody, not just anybody, somebody's child, not just anybody's child, is somebody's child that is late, that cannot defend himself. I mean, we came out that period and we were known now. This woman, that it was so disturbing. The thing he reach make Aunty Ada come and say, oh hala. If you don't know it, that Kemi came out and said that Sylvester's actually, he accepted to be initiated, and the engine oil they gave him was part of the initiation program. And I'm saying, how does someone accept to be beaten? For what? A small boy accepted to be beaten. Now the autopsy result has come out. Sincerely, this particular thing, if Nigeria was a very sane country, do you know what would happen? They would have arrested this woman first and foremost. They would arrest her immediately. They are going to tell her where she gets that her whatever news she call it from, parading herself as investigative journalism. And the annoying thing is, she does investigative journalism for who does not want it. So now, the autopsy report has come out, truly vindicating that this boy was actually bullied. He was bullied to the point where, they beat him badly, and they also forced him. Sometimes you hear stories and you're like, no, now, for people to do this, no. And people that did it, they're actually under 18. You wouldn't even know where to start. I don't even know what will happen. But I know there is juvenile prison. But whatever should be made, they should make those children see the crime they committed. It is now left for, the law enforcers to ensure those children need to be, as in they need to understand that this thing they did is actually wrong. They need to know. And if not for anything, it is high time that you see all this cultism, we pay more attention to it. It's a wake-up call to everyone. It's a wake-up call to parents. It's a wake-up call to the society. You don't see things and you close your mouth. You see a group of children behaving in an abnormal way, and you are like, it is none of my business. Concern me. Because these days, in those days, when you do something as a child, even though your parents are not around, sincerely, the beating you even get from neighbors who are trying to make sure you don't stray, they are going to beat you and wait for your mom. And the thing is, as your mom comes back, they'll tell her, this is what happened. Before they will even tell her, I don't beat her. Your mom will not even listen. The mom will give you round 2. This was the society, this was the kind of society we had before, where people knew that for a child to come out beautiful and, to come out useful to society, everybody has a part to play in that child's life. Not like these days when somebody, scold your child in front of you, like, you born picking for me. That kind of a mentality. So this is the wake-up call to parents. In your chase for money, don't forget to listen to the child. At the end of the day, if you chase money and you get money and you lose your child, it does not make sense. Yes, now, everything we do it for the betterment of them, for their betterment. Nothing would seem to make sense to the Romanists any longer. Especially if that child was their only child. Nothing would be making sense to them. They'll be like they failed. And they will be like this person was dropping hits and they could not see it. It is so painful. Let's find out what they said about Kemi this time around. The news in detail. Recall Sylvester Oromoni died after he was reportedly bullied by his seniors in D1 College. The report led to an outcry by Nigerians, including high-profile reactions weeks ago, as they demanded for justice to be served. The autopsy report, signed off by one Clement Veretire, revealed that late student had a scalded upper lip, bruised flanks back, acute gastric aeration, acute lung injury, cerebral edema with raised intracranial pressure, and enlarged liver. Now, this is what happened to that lady, that boy. So like I was saying before, it is a wake-up call to both the abused and the abuser, parents and guardians of the abused and abuser. If your child is someone who is violent, maybe, for instance, now, let me use this scenario. Forgive me. I like using scenario for a better understanding. Okay, let's say, for instance, now, your child is that kind of child that whenever he's angry, he flares up, he spoils, he smacks things down, he smashes things. And you're thinking, he's a child. Wonderful, he's a child. He will smash somebody's head on the wall. And that time, you're not going to be able to say he's a child. You have to do what? Correct that behavior as soon as possible. It is better you curb it. And how do you curb it? It is actually when you even have time for those children. There are children who, when abused, they seem withdrawn. You have to find out. You will not feel he's feeling shy. You have to find out. If a child is a playful person and all of a sudden the child has started to, withdraw to himself, you have to find out what is going on. It's a wake-up call. So parents, the charity begins at home. We have to ensure our children are not bullied. And of course, we have to ensure that our children are actually not bullies or bullied. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy.